This Lego tie Interceptor is from 2006. Oh, this one is from 2023. How do they compare? Now, the 2006 model has just about all of the standard quirks that you'd expect for a TIE fighter at the time. We have some very larger, bulky pieces being used. We have a lot of blue, it's a little bit more basic colors, but overall, the charm that this thing has is just off the wall. I'd really only say this has two play features, being an easily accessible cockpit. In fact, a little bit too easily accessible that does break off pretty easy. And like with most of these old models, the wings are only, and honestly a lot of the body, is only very loosely held together by these Technic pins. And I will say, I have had parts of the wing come off. That is my third time recording that, so there are also a little bit of durability issues with the wings. But in all honesty, that's only really going to happen if you do try to take the thing apart. Now, we're going to get to size comparisons here in a bit, but just look at this side angle on just how big this thing is. But does bigger mean better? In this case, I really do think so. This uses a lot less large pieces, and we get a lot more fine details, a lot more fine shaping in it. The cockpit is is as easy to access, but is a lot more durable. In fact, this whole thing is a lot more durable. I really only have one critique about it, which is that when you try to kind of land it, it does kind of do that a little bit. Now, as far as play goes, I really don't think that's a big deal. This would only become an issue if you were going to have it like that on a shelf for a number of years, and that might cause some warping in the parts. But, you can just build a pretty simple stand for it. So while it is an annoyance, it is, I think, an acceptable flaw. As far as the toy goes, it's very easy to grab and handle. While the wings can't come off like the old one, that's probably for the best considering how much more complicated they are. If those break, you probably don't really want that compared to the old one. And we also have some, in my opinion, incorrectly colored spring-loaded shooters. And also the wingtips are a little bit fragile. Though, just look at these side profiles. I mean, personally, I'd like the top one even as a kid. It just looks so much cooler. I'd personally say that the new one is the definitive improvement, but of course that is just only my opinion. If you disagree, please feel free to let me know in the comments why. I'd love to hear your thoughts.